Oh damn, I forgot to click on the. So we're live
All right,
without the intro because
just
I forget.
yeah,
Hey
no,
man, I'm rusty,
bro.
man.
We done had a new intro for 3 shows, and this nigga done forgot about it already.
You know what? I'll drop the intro. Look, man, I
Nigga,
told
that's
you
worse.
I'm rusty. I'm
That's
rusty,
worse.
man.
That's worse than when I went live for like a second and then played the video. We was like 10, 15 seconds into this motherfucker.
See, man, it's typically muscle memory, but I couldn't remember where. But anyway, we're live now.
we back, man. Politics as usual, episode 94. 6 away from 100. Um, definitely didn't see us getting 100 episodes in when we started this at the barbershop. Was that 4 years ago now?
Yeah, that would have been 4 years ago.
Yeah, coming up on 4. It was right after the what was it, Secret Stages or the Club Monster show?
Secret stages, yeah.
Yeah, we like 1 month shy of 4 years, even though we took like a year off in between. So, um, but still, anyways, we back, man. How was everybody's week?
4 day weekend. So you know,
Oh yeah,
no complaints here.
I got 3.5 day weekend.
I got a 4 day. I get Tuesday off. I had to work today.
Joe, you got a 4 day?
Yeah, kind of a 5. That's why. Hey, go ahead, pull up, nigga.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my manager usually at the start of the day, like if it's a Monday holiday, at the start of the day, she usually sends out an email and is like, hey, if you can, knock off at 2. And I've been in the office 3 days this week, which was, I ain't had to do in 2 fucking years. And she sent the email like 2:30. So nigga, I was looking around and was like, well, close that laptop. I had to go get my vehicle inspected anyway. I hate living in a state that requires vehicle inspections, by the way. That shit is trash.
Yeah. Fortunately, I missed like the cutoff for that, so I didn't have
Oh,
to
you
get
probably gonna
mine.
have to start doing that next year.
Yeah. Because they keep. I think it's like a 4 or 5 year limit. So yeah. But anyway,
Yeah, man, that shit ass. But yeah, we back. um, been a busy day, NBA free agency. Yeah, where we starting, man? How about y'all Celtics fans? How y'all feeling right now?
I feel like I'll set it up for Joe because I feel like we start off on the same path, but our paths are going to diverge a bit. Um, Malcolm Brogdon is a good pickup, man. Because he's a good defensive guard. He gives you something on offense. Um, I do agree with the point that Joe is going to come in and make, but no, like as far as like the type of player that the Celtics need, um, Malcolm Brogdon like really fits that bill, and curious to see because he's a starter, so curious to see how this affects the lineup. Also, I think bringing Gallo off the bench is going to be pretty good too because yeah he'll give you a little something off the bench, which was what the Celtics were missing. But yeah, overall I like the two moves, and I feel like there's room for like one more move. But I'll of course
I
pass down
kind
to
I
my.
kind of I got before Joe go. I kind of feel like you can't bring Smart off the bench. Like I feel like to Joe's point, because of the fact that Brogdon is injured so often, he probably needs to come off the bench and play more limited minutes and be a late game playmaker for them. So you don't wind up back with Jason Tatum starting at the 4.
So yeah, I've said it. So let me get this in real quick. So I've said this often, the Marcus Smart dilemma, which is that um, we tried bringing him off the bench before. It wasn't really efficient because Marcus Smart is this weird conundrum where he has to get minutes, and the longer he's on the floor, that plus minus is going to be in your favor, and the team just plays better. I don't know what it is. They just play better when he's on the floor. So he kind of needs to start. Bringing him off the bench wouldn't really help it from a rhythm standpoint. Also, for instance, what I don't want to see is sliding Jason Tatum back up to the 4 because I think he's a better small forward than he is power forward. Like the whole stretch 4 thing really didn't work. Even though it's funny because he's actually like 6'10 now, he's grown 2 inches since being in the league, but still, I think he's better as a small forward. But yeah, it's curious. I'm curious to see how this, how this is gonna work. It's the dog.
So Joe, how you feel?
I'm okay with the moves. I like the Gallinari thing. That's fine. I don't mind Brogdon. I believe, or I would have preferred like Mike Conley, because we need more of a playmaker than something that we already have. Like Brogdon is Marcus Smart. Like they're ideally the same fucking player. Now it is what it is, and it's fine. I'm against Ronnie. I actually don't mind moving Tatum back to the 4 and rolling out Smart, Brogdon, Brown, Tatum, and Rob Will. I actually don't mind that lineup. Only because it creates mismatches for Tatum at the 4. And then like you can use Marcus Smart to stand in the corner and shoot threes as long as Brogdon has the ball in his hands. If they're going to have Brogdon come off the bench, I mean that's totally fine as well. I think he can run the second unit. That's totally fine. But I prefer Brogdon starting and just going with the small ball lineup until that shit ain't working. Al Horford is another year older. He's not as effective, or I don't think he'll be as effective. So I'd rather just have him and Gallinari in the second unit putting up fucking threes while Grant Williams is getting rebounds. But
So Joe, to your point, you say he's Marcus Smart, but his last 3 seasons he's averaged 7, 6, and 6 assists.
When he was averaging that crazy shit, he was also the fucking lead of the team. So he's putting up these crazy numbers on bad teams. Wasn't
he won in Milwaukee?
Yeah, he was. His assist numbers went up in Indiana because Giannis had the ball more in Milwaukee. But I mean, what I'm saying is he's proven that he can be a playmaker. Is what I'm saying. I'm not saying
exactly.
You don't have to be. Y'all just need. Y'all need somebody in late games who can handle the ball and make competent decisions, which I think Brogdon gives y'all. Is what I'm saying. I ain't saying the nigga got to be initiating offense all the time. But when late in the game, particularly in the playoffs, Jalen can't handle worth a damn. Jason got turnover yips, it seems. So it seems to me like Brogdon would be the person to be like, all right, I'm gonna settle down, get people in sets, get people the ball properly. Like he's shown he can distribute at a high level, is what I'm saying. I think his points are gonna go back down. Like he'll probably be back 14, 15 points a game if he's starting. But I think his assist numbers, I wouldn't be shocked to see him at around 5 or 6 per game.
Also quick question. Since I wasn't here last week, did y'all happen to talk about JD Davison? Because if so, I want to address that really quick.
Who?
JD Davison.
The nigga we drafted in the second round.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is. So y'all.
Okay. So I obviously being from Alabama, I've been following JD Davison for a long time. So I'm going to tell you the good and the bad about JD Davison. He went to a system in Alabama that's kind of like Warriors-esque. Like they just basically run 4 niggas down the floor straight to the hoop and 1 nigga shoot a 3. JD Davison is not a 3-point shooter, but what he is incredibly athletic and really, really good on defense. He shouldn't have gone to Alabama. He probably should have gone to like Kentucky. And also, if he were to stay at Alabama, he could have used an additional year. I say all that to say he's incredibly raw, but he's an absolute fucking dog on defense, super athletic. So I don't hate that if that's like your only pick in the draft. Will he pan out? I don't know, but I'm saying like the potential is there. So I just want to toss that out there.
Y'all niggas going all in on defense. That is one thing that I will say. Y'all niggas got Derek White, Marcus Smart, Malcolm Brogdon, Jason Tatum, Tom Lord. Like y'all legit can roll out.
Oh, y'all niggas need is Pat Beverly, bro. Y'all got the all NBA annoying squad.
We don't need nobody just running around acting all wild. We don't need that.
Hey, shout, I think it was Joe Hoban that said this shit. He said Pat Bev said told Steph Curry, you had the last 5 years, I got the next 5 years, and he been on 4 teams since. Joe Hoban also said those late game scenarios where they might have to roll Tatum to the 4 if they need Smart to be on court to impact the game. Well, yeah, see, I think Tatum playing at the 4 down the stretch is different than him like playing at the 4 most of the games. Kind of my point. Like if you got a lineup where he's at the 4, I think that's more impactful than it's like Draymond Green can play the 5 for stretches of the game and kill the other team, but they've shown that when he got to start at the 5, it's a completely different ball game. So that's why I think like Brogdon, particularly with his durability issues, I think it's smarter if you don't start him. Let Smart continue to be the starter, and then you bring you stagger him and let him kind of coming off the bench play late game. And he's older than his time in the NBA. Like he's one of them like super senior ass niggas.
Yep,
this nigga fucking 29. Bro.
Yeah,
9, bro. I know
this nigga got 2 middle names.
What's his middle names?
Moses Adams. Malcolm Moses Adams Brogdon.
This nigga was born in fucking 1902, bro. The fuck kind of name this nigga got, bro?
Malcolm Moses Adams, bro. Okay,
that nigga might got 4 last names, low key.
Yeah.
Like Malcolm is both, bro. But Moses Moses is both, but Adams is the last name.
Moody. Man, out of the Bayou.
Joe Hoban said, I want Perk to say all his name. Man, hey, man, I want Kendrick Perkins off draft coverage forever. This nigga said, Bam out the Bayou. Who else named did he fuck up on the draft?
No.
He called that man,
Dog, that man damn near had a stroke when you say OG Anunoby, man. He was like,
yeah, he said OG Ant Ginobili.
No, he said anti-Ginobili, yeah.
Like, get that nigga off. And they even made a joke about fucking him fucking up Moses. It's like, bro, get him off draft coverage, man. Joe said Jovi, OG anchovies. Like
OG Bon Jovi.
Just making up mad names. Speaking of the Warriors have had some attrition. Gary Payton, 3-year, $28 million deal with the Blazers.
Shit, they signed DiVincenzo though, and DiVincenzo got a 3-year deal, and it was one more nigga I seen they signed.
Juan Toscano Anderson went to LA, and who else did they lose? They lost one more person off that bench, and Iguodala's probably retiring. But the Warriors are fine. Kuminga and Moody,
they got
played.
all them young niggas, bro.
Kuminga and Moody both played meaningful minutes in the finals throughout these playoffs. And Jordan Poole was 22. Them niggas are okay. And they still got Wiseman coming back. And they don't even need Wiseman to do nothing but not be ass on defense. Like, that's it.
Just don't be ass. The bar is that low. Just don't suck.
Like, if he can just stand on the court and occasionally get some rebounds when Kevon Looney ain't in the game, them niggas are fine.
Bro, when they roll out that fucking second unit of, like, Wiseman, Kuminga, Moody, Poole, like it's
and DiVincenzo, like like think about that. Them niggas can roll out Jordan Poole, who had started his playoff career with 3 straight 30-point games or something like that. Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, hyper athletic, Dante DiVincenzo, who's been on the championship team, and James Wiseman.
And DiVincenzo is gonna look like fucking Steve Kerr now that he's on the Warriors. Just watch, like.
And that nigga's actually a pretty good defender.
Yeah.
So, like, the Warriors are fine, people, is what we're saying. They're fine. Now, can they afford for Clay to keep go out there and shoot 5 for 21 in critical games again? Probably not.
No.
But them niggas are fine. Like y'all are sending sympathy to the wrong motherfuckers. Fee, how you feeling about the Blazers moves?
Hey man, like I told y'all niggas earlier, I don't feel nothing because I don't have no hope. Nigga, nothing brings me joy but telling another nigga team, hey, y'all niggas ain't gonna win no championship either. Doing all that to be at home with us in the summer. Y'all might play for a month longer, but y'all gonna be there with us, bro.
Feel like Pac on juice right now. You know what? I ain't shit, but I like it. I like that about myself. I ain't shit.
I am crazy.
I am
I don't
crazy.
give a fuck. Give a fuck about you. Fuck about them Celtics.
But nah, I like the Gary Payton II sign. I just seen that shit like when we was coming on air. I like that signing. We picked up Jeremy Grant. I like that. Now I didn't like Nurkic getting re-signed because that nigga always hurt. I don't understand. Like
For 4 years and 7 years.
4 years. 70 of them days, ski mask.
I wasn't mad at Simons getting his little bag, 4 years, $100 million. I think he's gonna be ascending because he was hooping when Dame was out. Now I did just see that Dame talking about the Blazers haven't done enough to warrant him re-signing this 2-year, $100 million extension.
Oh, nigga, run from the grind. Ask for a trade, nigga. Like what? Do
Yeah,
you want them
like
to do?
yeah, I don't. Him and Bradley Beal, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I was just about to say he's in that Bradley Beal space where like if you get your bag, you're never gonna get a ring, but at the same time, your family's good for the rest of your life. Or you can request that trade and just do that route. So
Hey, speaking of niggas getting bags and ski mask Hall of Fames, happy Bobby Bonilla Day. That man once again just got $1.1 million. Just got $1.1 million, and he gonna get that every July 1st until 2035. Salute to that man.
But that nigga turned $6 million
into like 25 million.
Yeah, like this nigga. Oh man, his agent Bobby Bonilla need to send him $100K every July 1st. Like, you need to send that man for whoever negotiated that. Send him $100K, bro.
The Mets ain't want to pay that man $6 million, and he turned it into 25.
That nigga said, "I don't even have to get another job out of this, nigga. y'all niggas have retired me.
Like,
I'm retired. Like, if I was him, I would have tried to play till 2011, bro. Like, I'm just gonna keep playing, bro, and then I can get my check. Let me see what that nigga buy.
Oh, what a retirement plan! Like just imagine July 1st, like 1.1 hitting the account
hitting the account for 24 years in a row.
Imagine if you was borrowing money. You like, hey man, you come on, bro. You know July 1st, bro. I get my bread from the
the vibes. July 1st, like I
I'm good for it.
Like that shit is so fucking amazing. That every July 1st, I'm inspired to not do any work and collect my paycheck, assuming I'm at work.
Oh no, this nigga retired in 2001, bro.
All he had to do was chill for 10 years.
For 10 years, bro. I would have been an announcer or something for 10 years, bro. Like, yeah, I'm just or go coach like high school baseball or college. Like, I would have just been doing.
Y'all niggas know why I'm here.
You know why I'm here.
I need something to do and not spend up all my money till July 1st of 2011, so I can get this money. That nigga be. I know he be bumping. Let's get it as soon as make this money. Take this money. Ain't no way you can take this from me.
Bad boy. That nigga, bro. God damn.
Bradley Beal, officially first team all finance. I don't want to see anybody else ever tweet free Bradley Beal again.
Facts.
That nigga made his decision. And I ain't mad at his decision.
Nah, if you tell me you gonna give me a fucking $250,000 to lead this losing franchise with no expectations, nigga, I'm hauling shaking to the bank, nigga.
And like
every time.
And no offense, because like I think Bradley Beal's a good player, but it's almost like your job is about to hire like basically like a lead manager position. Like you only been there for like 1 year, and they like, well, damn, like he's the only person who's been here. Just give him the job. Like it's almost like right place, right time type thing. And he just landed into the bag, like because he got drafted by a shitty team, and they traded the other guy that they had. And he's the only one there. Like, okay, well, he has to get the max now. So,
dog, think about this. The Washington Wizards ain't won 50 games, I don't think, in any of our lifetimes.
yeah, that's nasty.
Like, we're all in our 30s, and I don't think the Washington Wizards have won 50 games one time. And they gave John Wall a supermax, and now Bradley Beal a supermax. And they can't even get you. They can't get you. I think the most they've won in our lifetime is like 48 games. That means them niggas' best record is 48-34. Jehovah has a great point. My man is gonna make almost the same amount as Jokic, and Jokic has 2 MVPs.
Hold on. The Washington Wizards' best record was in 1975 when they went 60-22. 1975.
That's over a decade before any of us on here were born.
Yeah, that, when I seen him take that contract, I said, "Yeah, bro." Said, "Fuck winning, bro. I'm winning at the bank."
Like I think when it's all said and done, he will. I think they said he'll have made almost close to $500,000 in his career. And again, I'm not mad at you.
I'm not mad at it at all.
If that's what, but don't be tweeting free Bradley Beal. He made his choice, much like Melo before him made his choice. Melo had the opportunity, and the bread was much different. Like Melo had the opportunity to give up like $8 million or some shit like that to go to the Bulls and contend for a title, and he said, "I need all of mine." Ain't no way you can take this from me.
that nigga Jalen Brunson when he got him a Melo deal. That nigga said, "Oh, we was in the conference finals. Nah, I'm gonna go over here, take this 4 years, $106 million, and go to New York."
Giving a nigga $26 million a year, who like 6'1", and his best attribute is I finish well in the paint.
Yeah,
and it ain't like he 23. Like how old is Jalen Brunson?
Oh no, I think he was one of them
25
4-year guards. I think.
Yeah, he was one of them super.
Yeah, he's 25. He's 25.
Yeah. So I mean, like you hope that he don't hit 28 or 29 and just fall off. Now I will say he's a better jump shooter than he gets credit for. Because I was looking at that earlier. But it's like, bro, your best attribute is I finish in the paint and you 6'1", and you ain't like jumping over niggas' heads.
And he really don't play that great of defense either. So
yeah, you know Villanova gonna stay with a 6'1" point guard who fits that profile, and that's exactly what he does.
At least he ain't Mo Cheeks.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of Mo Cheeks, y'all think Kevin Durant gonna end up on the Heat?
No.
Nope.
Nah.
The Heat. Nah. Once Kevin Durant said he only wants to play on the team if Butler, Adebayo, Mo Cheeks is there.
Dog, hold on. Look at what Jehovah just posted. Hold on. Bradley Beal has similar win shares to Cuttino Mobley, Joe Johnson, and Wes Matthews.
Hey, Wes Matthews my dog, but come on, man.
Nah, fuck Wes Matthews.
That nigga just got $250,000. Cuttino Mobley.
Cuttino Mobley.
And if you don't know what win shares are believed to be one of the most accurate, like advanced statistics. Like if you look at like the top 10 in win shares all time, it's damn near like who you would expect to see in the top 10, except for like one dude who's randomly at like number 3, which is what you would call a statistical outlier. But like, dog, that's nasty. That's nasty. What was you saying, Feed? My fault. You said KD said he's only going if he could play with Butler, Adebayo, and Lowry.
Yeah, you said that's the only way he would accept a trade to Miami, which if I'm the Nets, I'm not taking fucking Tyler Hero. What's the other white boy who wasn't playing in the playoffs?
Duncan Robinson.
I'm not like Max Strus, and a whole Vince, Gabe Jackson.
Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, like I was getting him and Vincent Jackson messed up. Like, bro, there's no way I'm getting all these undrafted niggas and 2 fucking shooters and some picks. Like, nah, Bam Adebayo got to come, bro. We just not getting KD.
Well, so there's like a little known stipulation in like the CB.
No, they would have to get rid of Ben Simmons.
Yeah, as long as they have Ben Simmons, they can't get like Adebayo, Donovan Mitchell, like any of the young guards that are on like the Supermax deal. They can't get any. But apparently, and if you have not seen the clip of Brian Windhorst this morning,
bro,
That nigga, bro.
what was it?
That
Was it
nigga
First Take or Get Up?
First take.
yeah,
That nigga,
bro,
it's one of the most amazing videos you'll ever see.
bro. This
nigga-
is like Watergate. Like
He slow walks these niggas into a point, and no one knows what he's talking about. Like, and you can tell in the middle of it, like, oh, I got these niggas. These niggas don't know exactly what. Like, the only thing he was missing, if that nigga would have picked up like a handkerchief or a napkin, like dabbed off his forehead, he'd have looked like a crooked preacher. Because he slow walked 3 niggas into a fucking point so beautifully, and then it happens, and he's like, "What did the Utah Jazz do? What did Danny Ainge do when he first took over?" And no one knows what the fuck he's talking about. But he's like, "Yeah, the Royce O'Neal trade. Yeah, something's coming."
because everybody was like, Royce O'Neal got traded. Shit,
Yeah, I didn't even know that shit.
I did. That was a useless ass fucking trade.
I mean,
No, it ain't.
It isn't
I mean-
now because so
Yeah.
what Windhorst was basically alluding to is that Danny Ainge was about to clean house, and the big trade of the day was Rudy Gobert going to the T-Wolves, which is wild because the T-Wolves just gave Big Puss $224 million. So now that nigga can play power forward.
That big ass nigga, ever since he won a 3-point contest, that nigga just wants to stand at the 3-point line and shoot threes. Do you know how many tickets I had smoked because I bet this sorry ass nigga to get 8 rebounds and he would not be in the paint? He would have 4 rebounds. And then the next game he'll come back and have 13. So he'll be like, ooh, I'm gonna bet on Cat to get 8 rebounds tonight. And guess what he do? He go shoot 2 for 8 from 3 with 4 rebounds.
Ain't gotta worry about that no more because Big Puss finna be floating around the perimeter.
bro.
Finna be a 7'2" guard.
But what's fun, I mean, and of course, like, you know, things change once your competitor becomes your teammate. But I remember vividly Ant-Man saying, like, yeah, when I look at Rudy Gobert, he puts no fear in my heart.
Facts.
Yeah, that nigga
Said that nigga heart pump Kool-Aid.
That nigga said Porzingis scared him more than Rudy Gobert.
The Rudy Gobert.
Like,
Porzingis.
I feel like if I could dunk on Porzingis, bro. Like that's just how I feel. I feel like if I could fucking physically dunk, if somebody's like, hey, we'll give you $1 million, so you got to go to jail if you can get a basket on Porzingis in 10 minutes. Like, nigga, I'm taking that offer because I'm scoring a
Porzingis
basket.
food, yeah.
I'm scoring on him, bro. That man, nah. And then another thing, I seen this nigga Pat Beverly tweeting like he led the Timberwolves to the playoffs. He said, well, I'm off this team. Thanks for all the great memories. Now I'm gonna go take another team to the playoff. Take
nigga, you played with Ant-Man. Ant-Man is the star. I pray for Ant-Man. I wonder what they gonna do with D'Angelo Russell. But the point that Brian Windhorst was trying to make was it came out after the Gobert trade that Utah is interested in DeAndre Ayton.
Mhm.
And now people are basically saying, well, Utah's probably about to use what I don't know how Danny Ainge keeps getting niggas to give him a ton of picks. Because this nigga just got 3 unprotected firsts, a pick swap, and a protected pick for fucking and like 7 niggas.
Yeah, hella niggas,
he got all the niggas Solo mentioned along with 4 first round picks and a pick swap. Like Pat Bev told Danny Ainge, one of my niggas go get 2 niggas, and 2 niggas go get 3. Like they got like 7 niggas.
That nigga
and
Danny Ainge
potentially
had
5 picks.
that nigga Danny Ainge had 50 niggas deep on the phone when he was in the background when he was talking to the GM.
Like, how does he keep getting away with this? And another fucked up part is the new GM of the T Wolves just got or was the dude who was the Nuggets GM who traded out of the pick that became Rudy Gobert. Now this nigga just gave up half his team and all of his draft capital going forward to get Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, let's bring up this point by Dolomites real quick because I want to say I feel like there is like one destination or bus for KD, but we'll bring this up. He says, "Here's what KD should do: KD to the Nuggets for Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. Nets get players for the rebuild. And the Nuggets have KD, and the Joker has a chip. Get a third team to be involved with Ben." I don't think that happens because I think that the destination for KD is Phoenix.
Yeah, because if Phoenix can get, because Phoenix has all their own draft picks going forward, I believe. So if they can get some picks from Utah in exchange for Ayton, and then send Bridges and fucking somebody else up there for KD with a fuck ton of picks, why don't you take that deal?
Get him out the East, he in the West.
Like, I would love to see KD in Denver. I mean, I think KD with his with as much weed as he likes to smoke would enjoy being in Denver because it ain't like the nigga do anything. He don't even brush his hair to go to clubs to see hoes. So all this nigga.
Well, he would fit right in here because there's no distraction. It is no distraction.
All that nigga want to do is smoke weed, play video games. What NBA city is better for that than Denver?
Bro, he would be falling out here because there's nothing to do but play basketball.
Like, he got an excuse to be ashy year round.
Exactly. Because everybody in Denver is swaggerless. He would fit right in.
Swaggerless.
Yeah, like
God.
So Dolomite says all those players will be better than picks 2030 from the Suns since they will have Booker for the next 5 years. And I agree with you, but some of those Timberwolves picks are probably going to end up going, and I think that shit's going to end up being a fucking disaster for them. But I if the Nets are going to attempt to rebuild, you might as well go for picks. I mean,
and the thing with the Nuggets trade is if I'm KD, I want to play with Murray and Jokic. I'm not going if it requires me giving up Murray. I'm probably not going. Like, you can give me a Bones Highland. Like, he showed some promise. Like, it's some other niggas, and we'll sweeten the deal with picks.
But like, I don't think Denver has a ton of picks because they traded some of those for Aaron Gordon.
Oh yeah, that was a waste. Yeah, we definitely seen Aaron Gordon, man.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that nigga. I seen Gary Harris resign with the Magic. I didn't even know that nigga was still in the league.
Yeah, 2 years, $26 million. They said they got to have an adult in the room because can't be Jonathan Isaac, old Jesus freak ass.
Nah.
Imagine Gary Harris, and not saying nothing bad about him, but imagine him being the adult like on that team. That's kind of wild.
Gary Harris is the vet in that locker room.
That's better than Montrezl Harrell and Gordon Hayward.
I mean, where's Terrence Ross at? Is he still in Orlando?
He's still there. We need to trade for that nigga.
Still there, randomly getting 31 points and no other stats off the bench once a year.
Hey, that nigga
straight buckets, baby.
That nigga say, when I come in the game, I'm here for one thing, nigga. Put the
Passing
ball in the hoop,
ball.
nigga.
I'm not rebounding. I'm not playing no defense. I'm going to dunk on niggas. He is the 2K17 3-point slasher.
Yeah.
That is who that nigga is.
He remind me of Ricky Davis, bro, from the Cavs. He be doing all that nutty shit.
Yeah. Bro,
I mean, but he's a more in control player. Like, he's a more in control player though. But like all that niggas here, he gon' dunk on you, and he gonna shoot the ball from far as fuck away. He gonna make it.
No, Ricky Davis' stat line used to be 27 points and then just a whole bunch of zeros. He was there for buckets.
I do remember that nigga getting trying to get a triple double.
Trying to get that triple double.
Oh, yeah.
Passed it off the wrong team or off his own rim, bro. I'm like, hey, this nigga's nasty, bro.
Hey,
Come on, bro.
Still, the wildest thing is when they drafted LeBron, and he was like, "Oh, I thought y'all brought him here to help me."
Yeah, I thought y'all were giving me some weapons. Like,
Oh, what? I mean, y'all said he played like Magic. Should be giving me the ball.
Hey, niggas like that, like I swear.
this facts though. Shout out to Dove.
Shout out to Dolomites, man. If you are a mid player, you can do whatever you can to get the Wizards. Because if you score 20 points per game, they will give you $250 million.
Man,
That's fact. That's facts. Hey, I hope my son James Bouknight goes there.
You got to go somewhere because he ain't getting no burn in Charlotte.
The Wizards is crazy, bro.
Hey, speaking of, let me just say who has to be feeling like the dumbest person in the NBA right now, and that's Mitch Kupchak. Before the draft started, these niggas had 2 first-round picks, could have dumped salary, and were getting a decent NBA head coach. Now they done rehired their old coach. They best asset, not named LaMelo Ball, is radioactive and toxic right now. And if you haven't seen the Miles Bridges story, like, just know that nigga's a piece of shit and shouldn't be playing in the NBA next season, although he probably will. There's a video with his son, like, on FaceTime explaining what happened. And if you're gonna feel sorry for anyone in this situation, feel sorry for that man's children and his wife.
Facts.
Just put that out there. But this dumbass can't even be traded for right now because he's radioactive. These niggas swapped a lottery pick for a pick that's going to be in the 20s next season. They rehired a dumb coach. James Bouknight ain't going to be in Summer League. So you have no assets to play with right now other than LaMelo Ball. Like, you can't get rid of Gordon Hayward right now because you have nothing to pair with him except maybe PJ Washington. James Bouknight, Kai Jones, and JT Thor ain't going to see the floor this year because you just hired a coach who hates playing rookies. Jehovah said Mitch Kupchak hits on 18. Yes, that is exactly what he did. This man came into the offseason with some decent moves in place, and he was like, hit me. It was on 18, hit me. The Pistons were desperate to get Jalen Duren. You could have said, all right, cool. We'll send him to you. You gotta take Gordon Hayward with him. Nah. Meanwhile, the Knicks keep sending these niggas terrible contracts. Them niggas done took Nerlens Noel, Kemba Walker, Alec Burks. They're like, yeah, Knicks, we'll take all your bad contracts. Y'all gave us Jalen Duren. And Mitch Kupchak was like, just give us a pick in the 20s next year in 4 seconds. And we'll call it in.
Bro.
Trez got busted for weed. He facing a felony. Miles facing a felony. Bouknight fucked up his hand, and you niggas done hired Steve Clifford.
The coach you fired, by the way.
The coach you fired for James Borrego, who you just fired.
Bro, how did that nigga even get an interview, bro?
Right.
Like,
Because the apparently Mike D'Antoni said, y'all niggas spit in my face. Y'all gonna have to pay me more. Steve Clifford texts MJ the eye emoji, and then just like, hey, come on in come on down for an interview.
If they had any ambition, like they would have had to like light some candles and like play some slow music for Quinn Snyder or something, like, because
Frank Vogel's right there.
Frank Vogel, like, because we talked about this before, he should have been the first choice.
First person you call. Ridiculous, man. That he has to feel like the biggest dumbass in the NBA right now. Their big free agent signing is going to be re-signing Cody Martin bum ass.
I know you can't wait for that.
Hey, I don't care. I'm gone. Zach LaVine back, baby. We here.
He a Bulls fan now.
I'm back where I started. I pulled a Steve Clifford. I went back to that old thing.
This nigga AJ pulled up to the Bulls like he was a free agent. Like, yeah. Brian Windhorst breaking the news on Twitter. Yeah, long time Bulls fan. AJ Phoenix is returning on a 2-year deal.
Nigga pulled up like Eddie Kane Jr. 5 heartbeats. Damn.
Hey,
I
relax.
I pulled up bumping that "Welcome Back" by Mace, nigga. Welcome. Yeah, nigga, y'all ain't miss me, but I'm back.
Come on, man.
Y'all ain't want me back, but I'm here. Goddamn it.
Nigga was in the pastel shorts with a pastel polo, bro. Look like Easter Sunday.
Hey, come on, relax. Jehovah said I sold him to the Bulls.
I forgot y'all saw RJ Drummond.
Hey, somebody said they signed him for some Harold's Chicken and a Pope Pimp vinyl.
Come on, man.
Also, man, pray for my son Malik Monk, man. That nigga just signed a 2-year deal with the Kings, and I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I like what the Kings is doing, bro. I like that.
I mean, I like what they doing. They still gonna be like 2 games outside of the 10th seed for the play-in.
Yeah, because I'm not falling for that trick no more. Because like there's been quite a few times I'm like, yeah, man, I really like how the Kings are like constructing their roster. And next thing you know, like they do some nutty shit. So I don't know.
Like, so you know, they got Fox, they got Mitchell, they got Monk. Who the other guard they brought in? Herder. They got Herder in.
Yeah, they got Herder.
They got Herder. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they got Sabonis over there. Like,
you got Sabonis, you got Rashawn Holmes, you got Keegan Murray, you got Harrison Barnes. They got a decent 8 deep rotation.
So I'm sorry to you, Keegan Murray, but Keegan Murray is going to be that player in this year's draft where you're like, they drafted Keegan Murray before this guy. I'm sorry, Keegan Murray, and I haven't even seen you play a single game. Yeah, I haven't seen you play a single game in the NBA, but I just know Jaden Ivey is him. So, but I understand why they wouldn't draft, Jaden Ivey given the way their roster is constructed. But just want to toss that out there.
Because you. The niggas they could have used all got drafted before them, and then it's like, well, do you draft another guard? Like, while you got, I mean, Davion Mitchell being as good a defender as he is, that works because you can pair him with Monk, who is a subpar defender. I just didn't understand like why he wouldn't wait, because like apparently the Pistons had some interest in him, but I know they cap space dried up. I don't know why you wouldn't have waited. Like that's just me. I don't understand why the young brother wouldn't have waited. I'm not playing in Sacktown. Pause. Not for $19 million, man. I go back to LA on the mid-level exception before I would take $3 million less not to play in Sacramento, bro.
That nigga seen that dumpster fire, bro.
Nigga, you could just go to Sacramento. I mean, go to LA on the weekends. I mean, because like it's wild that he went on that damn vet minimum in the first place. It's wild that they were even able to pull that out. So I'm glad he got his bag, even though it's only 19 mil.
The only other team that offered him was the Dallas Mavericks on a vet minimum.
I mean, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's wild that he was even there, considering
like they ruined, like the Hornets ruined that young man's status around the league. Dolmite said the Kings are basically two A-tier benches on the same team, but Fox is not enough to get it done.
Yeah.
I don't know who this cat is, but he's got some good commentary, bro.
2 18 benches, bro.
So them niggas got two elite bench units.
Nigga got 6 through 10, 6 through 10.
Oh shit, damn, bro. Man. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah. Ricky talking about that nigga Big Purr, bro. Yeah, him and Ayton, bro. You need them niggas to get you 8 rebounds. It's just not happening, bro.
It's not happening.
Yeah, man. I don't know what the T-Wolves are doing. Like, I seriously don't.
They don't know either.
They don't know either. They want fucking Cat to stand outside and shoot threes, bro. There's no way I'm having this big ass nigga not go in the paint, bro.
Like, because in theory, the idea is, well, if Gobert can be played off the court, we have a big man who has wing perimeter player skills. But that only works if that nigga remembers he's 7 feet tall. Like, why are you afraid to back down a player that you have 8 inches in height on in the post? because you want to go shoot threes. Like no. Get your ass back in the paint.
This nigga shooting set shot fadeaway threes over 6'5" niggas, man.
Bruh, a minute and 50 left on the clock. The game is on the line, and this man pulling up from 3 at 7 feet tall.
Like you got to do him. Like I remember one time my mama told me that if I came in the house crying, I was gonna have to fight her or go fight the other person. Like you gonna have to do that to him. Hey, nigga, either you go get in the paint or you gotta fight me. Like you not like, shooting. Like Anthony Edwards gonna have to tell that. Hey, bro, either you go in the paint or you gonna have to fight me to stand at this 3-point line. Like you can't do that.
You can't do that, bro. You seen they got rid of the last nigga that tried to do that. Can't do that.
Who? Pat Bev?
Nah, that nigga Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, like earlier this season, I think like it was either before or after All-Star break. Like I remember Ant having a press conference. It's like, yeah, man, I had to pull a cat aside and tell him like, hey, like you got to bang these dudes in the post. Like they can't fuck with you. You tall, you fast, yada yada yada. Like why is your second year? Like why does he have to remind you that you are 7 feet tall and a center and you could like? So I say all that to say this. It's wild that they are bringing in Gobert to basically say like, okay, you could do what you really want to do now, which is like it's insane.
It's the reason all this happened is the same reason that nigga was wired and said, well, they got to come to our house. They haven't seen us in Minnesota yet.
They got to come to our trap
and let Desmond Bain say we gonna walk in your trap and take your trap. I don't know. I don't think Desmond Bain is. I would expect Anthony Edwards to say that and not Desmond Bain. Now, I'm not insinuating that Desmond Bain is any sort of soft, but that is not the type of brother that I would expect to say, we going to walk in your trap. We going to take it. That's like me saying that.
Yeah.
That's not something I say. Dolomite said Western Conference Finals, the Timberwolves are going to play monkey in the middle and watch Steph chew his mouthpiece for an hour.
Man, them niggas not making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that's going to be in the first round.
Now with Rudy Gobert trying to stand in the paint and fucking Maxi Kleber busting them up for 24 again.
Maxi Kleber, bro.
Bruh, how your best defender can't even stay on the floor because he want to stand on there. Now, hey, I'll tell you what, though. When it come to betting, hey, whatever Gobert rebounds is, go get them shits. Because if that nigga ain't going to do nothing else, he going to stand underneath that rim and get them rebounds, bro. That nigga's never more than 3 feet away from the rim. I got a man in the corner. He like, nah, I'm standing here like I'm about to get a free throw. Your man over there in the corner, I don't care. I'm getting this rebound if he miss.
I mean, because can he do anything more than 3 feet away from the basket?
No,
that's why I don't understand how he's worth 4 first-round picks when
potentially
he
5.
He can't shoot threes. He's not versatile enough. You can't run no offense. You can't throw the ball down to him in the post and turn like, hey, back these niggas down and get a bucket. You can't do that with him.
That is an insane haul for Rudy Gobert. Like once I saw like everything that went the other way for him, I'm like, how?
And earlier today, they was talking. Somebody said the Nets wanted a young player and 3 first-round picks. Nigga, if Rudy Gobert is worth potentially 5, think about this. They traded 7 niggas and potentially 5 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert. That's an entire basketball team. They just traded for Rudy Gobert. You mean to tell me that's an entire football team and a backup and a kicker? You mean to tell me KD ain't worth double that?
Facts.
Bro,
I'm pretty
sure KD is like, damn, you just fucked up the market because who really has the assets?
COVID to his team on those nights. Now he's on a cat who has lost 8 relatives to COVID. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't even make that connection. Yeah.
Hey, who is Dolomite, man? This
nigga got that info. This
nigga making some good ass points, bro.
This nigga at stats and info on Twitter.
that nigga Tony Reali on the old days of PTI.
Hey, pulling out the stack of paper stapled together, like
yeah.
So minor correction, Will Bond. Yeah.
Oh shit, man. Did anything else happen in the NBA?
a bunch of niggas. Zion got his max.
Oh yeah. The young niggas getting their maxes. Jokic getting 270 of them things.
Yeah.
Woo!
Deserved.
Yeah, like I ain't mad at it.
The only person
pay
who shouldn't have got no money was Zion. Ain't no way I'm investing in that nigga, bro.
The thing with Zion is you either pay him or you risk that nigga taking a qualifying offer and leaving.
And you risk him taking that qualifying offer and leaving, and then all of a sudden
being good.
Yeah.
No, because here's the thing: being good isn't even in the question. It's like staying healthy. Because like I feel like his rookie year when he played, like if you look at his numbers then, like he was going off when he was playing. Second season, excuse me. But yeah, so the good isn't like the issue is like and plus we gotta get him out of New Orleans, man. All this etouffee.
We gotta get the Pelicans out of New Orleans. Like damn all this 2 expansion teams, move them niggas to Seattle. David Stern is dead now. That is the only reason that team is in New Orleans, because David Stern wanted the team in New Orleans. Move them niggas to Seattle.
But you know what I don't understand? How the fuck New Orleans is in the Western Conference, bro? That shit just boggles my mind.
New Orleans and Memphis. Like
so here's the wild part of that. So assuming they do go with the 2 teams, Vegas and Seattle, you're only going to be able to move one team to the Eastern Conference. You're still going to have either Memphis or New Orleans in the Western Conference if you do that.
Yeah, that's what the fuck is it?
Otherwise, you would have 17 teams in one conference and 15 teams in the other one. Man. Did Zion make an All-NBA team in second season?
Did he?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
But
Okay.
I mean, he was balling. I thought he did. Hey, man, y'all know Tim Duncan made first team All-NBA his rookie season?
Yep.
Yeah, because then they won a chip that year, didn't they?
Yeah. Y'all know that psychopath was named second team All-NBA his first season?
Who? Michael Jordan?
Yep.
Oh,
I believe it.
Yeah.
He need to be first. He need to be first team getting his team stole from him.
So.
Oh yeah. We can talk about that too. What the fuck are USC and UCLA doing?
Making bread.
We are moving to mega conferences. Like
it's only gonna be 2 conferences.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, and like we're accelerating because now the streets are saying that that Clemson and FSU are about to go to the SEC. So we're heading to basically at NOC and the AFC of college football, and everybody else will probably be their own division. Then you have the championship subdivision, which used to be D2. Like, so we're probably going to like insert like another division, then have like the BCS, which is basically going to be like a West and an East.
Like you're like the best of the ACC is going to get absorbed by the SEC, and then like the best of the Pac-12 and ACC and Big 12 are going to get absorbed. Some of the Big 12 might end up in the SEC, because what's the SEC at now? 16 teams with Texas and Oklahoma coming.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're probably going to end up with 2 conferences at 20 teams each. Or it might be 24 each. But I mean, yeah, Clemson and FSU, probably Miami, just because it's Miami.
I seen Oregon and Washington was trying to come over to the Big Ten today too. But
the Big Ten is like, nah, we good. Y'all can
I mean, because they got to get their spots in, because whatever teams are left holding the bag are going to be fucked. So it's like you got to jump ship now while they available. The thing with the Big Ten, though, the Big Ten is like they're very like much about their academics. So you have to be a good academic school in order to get in with them.
Well, the Big Ten is waiting to see if Notre Dame is going to join.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, because they're probably about to like shred their little I guess handshake agreement with the ACC and just go to the Big Ten, which always made more sense to me anyway.
Well, I mean, they're in the ACC for basketball, so I understood why they aligned with them in football. So that's probably going to be a bit more So yeah. I mean, but again, the thing with the Big Ten is academic prestige. Like I think there's like 59 schools, and like the top, and like 9 of them are Big Ten universities.
Yeah.
Like for like academic status or whatever. Like the Big Ten really cares about academic status, which is why every school can't just come join them. It's only gonna be the best of the best, even if the best is some mid like Northwestern.
I hear you, but Rutgers about to be in the SWAC. Like they about to get the fuck out of the Big Ten.
They about to put them in Conference USA.
Bruh. Somebody said we 2 years away from Lincoln Riley blaming a 6-hour plane ride or USC losing a Friday night game to Rutgers 20-13.
Bruh, real shit. Just imagine waking your team up and having them fly to College Park, Maryland for an away game that starts at like 10 a.m. Like that's so fucking
10 a.m.
insane.
their time. Like their body time is 10 a.m.
Right. Like this makes no sense.
None.
Yeah, I didn't because I think the closest team to them niggas is like Nebraska. And that's like 1,000 miles away. So, like and the Big Ten plays predominantly at noon Eastern. Like most of the big games happen at noon, and then the Big 12 falls behind them at like 3 in the SEC.
Man, Lincoln Riley gonna be playing 30 hours by the coon, and we still go 30 hours. Lincoln, why'd y'all lose to Nebraska? Because we had to drive 30 hours.
But then you take it up California niggas
and expect them to play in the cold.
Like,
bruh. Imagine USC.
Imagine LA niggas playing in Ohio State in November.
Bruh, imagine USC niggas in the horseshoe. Like,
in the shoe in the Minnesota, bro, in Michigan when that fucking wind is hitting you off that lake, or in Northwestern the same off that lake, bro. That wind in the winter, man.
You boys ain't finna know what hit them.
Rutgers too, Maryland, shit, Iowa, nigga. Iowa is like a flat state. It don't be like no trees there. That wind is cutting your skin out there, man.
with a bunch of terminally ill children looking down on you from the hospital, praying on your downfall.
Hey, you gotta relax.
Hey, but no, like that really happens. Like they have the children's hospital, the terminally ill ward, overlooking the stadium. Like, so like you got to sit in a pink locker room. Then you got to go out on the field and know that you got terminally ill children hoping you lose.
And they like, my final wish is to see these motherfuckers lose.
Like
that's my last wish.
That's why you don't want to play Iowa late in the season if you ranked. Like Iowa derailed so many niggas, BCS, Rose Bowl, championship hopes just because they Iowa. Like I think Michigan was number 2, and they went into Iowa and got that ass smacked.
And Iowa is more dangerous when you go into there like late in the season. They already got 2 losses because they're like, we have nothing else to live for that have ruined your BCS ambition.
Nigga, you got a bunch of terminally ill children swag surfing to the thought of you losing.
Bro,
at noon, and it's 30 degrees out. Why would you do that to yourself?
But I think
Dolomite said, imagine going from a wildfire to a snowstorm for a game at noon Eastern, and you still ain't making 6 figures.
See, that kind of alludes to what I was about to say. Like, I know a lot of people think with USC the brand sells itself, but I actually think it's gonna have an adverse effect on recruiting because, I mean, sure enough, you have the NIL deal, which is another thing in of itself, but we can't even pretend like this is an amateur sport now because like NFL teams are having to jump from, coast to coast. But you got like allegedly like you have classes, right? So why would I want to go to USC where I got to travel to like Michigan, travel to Maryland when I could just go to a school on the East and play schools within that same region and still get the bag? So why would I want to go to USC
and have a trip to LA every other year or probably every year anyway? Because you probably gonna end up playing UCLA and USC at home opposite years. So right. I could just go to one of the schools in the Eastern time zone and know I'm gonna get a free trip to LA.
Man, fuck that, man. It's better bitches in Cali, bro. I'm going to USC, UCLA.
Man, it's batter bitches till you losing to Rutgers on ESPN. They got Kirk Herbstreit and Lee Corso
Bitches don't give a
talking
fuck
crazy
about you
about you.
losing, bro.
Across the
your
ticker,
pride-
across the
your pride
ticker, you
gives
gonna
a fuck.
see. Across the ticker, you gonna see USC is scaring the hose away. Like come across the ticker, like
nigga, USC gonna be scaring the hoes away like that time I played the 18 mixtape on a date.
oh no, oh
Yeah,
no.
nigga.
Nah, nigga, you was just scaring the hoes away.
Hardwood Classics 3, nigga.
Hey, yeah, you didn't deserve to get no pussy for that.
I absolutely didn't. Ain't sniff it.
Fucking crazy. What's wrong with you, man?
she gave the Mike Singletary speech after that. Can't do it. Can't win with him.
And we're with him.
nigga was in a driver's seat rapping his heart and soul away, man. Looking at this nigga.
Oh shit.
That's like the fucking Indie Animals video, nigga. You was wild, man.
We some indie animals. Jehovah said it's all for the game. Still, Snoop Dogg is coming out to pick UCLA on game day while they're at Rutgers. Snoop will pick Rutgers just out of spite.
Bruh, y'all crazy, man.
You know,
I
he
can't
USC,
wait
he
till
USC to the
running
bone.
y'all shit, bruh.
Like nigga, you imagine Reggie Bush having to play in the big house in November, in late November. Like, do you really want that?
Bro, imagine Reggie Bush doing the back, behind the back thing in snow. That man, damn ACL would have popped out.
Nigga, they out there running Lindell White 40 times for 72 yards on them
Lindell
goddamn
White being the
Michigan
bell
hog
cow.
mollies. Reggie Bush can't do nothing.
But yeah, man, college football is heading to like a really, really stupid place, and
A really nasty place.
over the next decade is like it's gonna be so fucking stupid. So yeah, but I mean this is what people ask for. Like what
That's what I'm saying. So y'all really don't like this over the Power 5?
Man, I want the BC. I want to go back to how shit was. Bring back the BCS and add the next two teams. That's all I want. Just go to BCS with 4.
Because back in the olden days, like outside of the Power 5, we also leaving out like the Big East, which is now the AAC. So if you would have made the AAC like a BCS conference, that's your like conference champions. That's your 6 playoff spots. So 1 and 2 get a bye, and then you have like and there's no discussion about who gets into the playoffs because you have conference champions. But now we're about to get into this thing where like it's really about to be the NFL of college. Like you're about to have like two divisions. Yeah.
If you got the Power 5, 5 conference champs and 1 at large.
Nah, because people gonna cry about that when the loser of the SEC championship gets in, which
But they getting in anyway. They getting in now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just to go beat the shit out of poor Cincinnati and Michigan.
Like, nah, that's what Cincinnati wanted, bro.
Hey, no, real shit though. Like, even though they got scrubbed, like I want people to know that Cincinnati team is actually a damn good team. Like 5 years from now in the NFL, you're gonna be looking back like, oh damn, that Cincinnati team was good because Sauce Gardner is him.
They deserve to get in.
Hey,
Yes,
Desmond Ritter trash. I'm sorry.
Desmond Ritter is terrible. He the nigga from New York Undercover playing quarterback, but but yeah, like they actually got like they had a squad. So yeah.
Yeah, like my thing with Ritter is like, and I said this before, for you to be 6'4", I've seen way too many passes get batted at the line. Like that's the issue for Kyler Murray, not for you. But yeah. We got anything else?
Nah, I think that's it.
All right. Well, we might be back next week. I won't be here. Unless I'm recording from Fee's apartment. I don't even know if that nigga got another mic down there. But yeah, Ryan is back with his new podcast. Everything is political. the actual political podcast, Politics as Usual, is not a political podcast. Ronnie and I came up with this title when we were thinking of this show. I went to him and said, I feel like the title should be a Jay-Z song, thinking Politics as Usual. And Ronnie was like, Politics as Usual. And
Boom. There.
here we are. But this is not the KWC Politics. Nigga, Joe, why are you over there Harlem shaking like goddamn Charlie Murphy on the Player Hate a Ball skit? Like, why are you pulling the buck nasty right now?
Hey man, shout out to Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, man. But yeah, that's back. I don't know what's the next thing y'all doing on last week's episode? Because I know we never got around to doing the boys.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but I might have to do something for the old man because I dropped this in the group to y'all. But dude, I don't got words for that show, man. I don't got words for it.
I watched episode 1. I like it.
He was getting busy, and it gets better from there. It gets crazy.
We said it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah, it come on FX, and then the next day,
okay.
they streamed on Hulu. But long story short, it's about basically off the grid CIA agent. His past catches up with him, and because he's like 70 years old, like the people after him thinks he's washed. He's not. But yeah, it's fire, man.
See, this reminds me, I want an Old Man Logan miniseries, but that's another story. Check out Umbrella Academy too. Their third season was actually pretty good. Was wondering where the hell they were gonna go with this, but I'm on I got 2 episodes to go, but I read ahead, so I know how it is. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out because I really like season 2.
That shit just randomly just dropped.
Like with no fanfare at all.
Like it
I
came
didn't
out
even
on a
know it dropped.
Wednesday. Like one of my old coworkers who I put onto it, she texted me with a picture of it coming. I'm like, that shit already out. Like, nigga, I had no fucking idea. But yeah, check out thekidswearcrowns.com. Cop a shirt from us or something. Read an article. Ryan just wrote an article about Roe v. Wade, which he will be getting into on Everything is Political with Ryan McLaughlin because he had to act like he hosting the Daily Show or some shit. Shouts to him. But yeah, we'll be back soon. Just subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the Twitch, like a video, leave us a comment. That way you know, and hit the notification bell. That way you know when we go live, and you don't have to worry about us letting you know beforehand. Follow us at the KWC blog, twitch.tv/feedbaby. I just felt like talking, coming soon on YouTube. Yeah, we got anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, till next time. 1. Damn, no 2 this time.